Hey fellas, good morning. It's a little after 5 o'clock. I finished my walk this morning, and I think I have a pretty good, nice, good story about a young man becoming successful. And he decided to share it with me yesterday. I must have spent, I was out getting my car washed, and here, let me shut some of these lights off, and I'll sit you down and talk to you. I was out getting my car washed, and there was a look at this. Look at this. She just comes up and just rubs all over you. Come on now. And of course, her compadre is right there. That is Nala, and that is Bella. I don't know if that's normal for a cat. So, anyways, I'm at our local. Let me just shut the lights off. At our local car wash. And there's a truck. It's a two-lane car wash, and each one is like individual. So there's a really nice truck on the other side of me, and it's going through the car wash. And we end up finishing up, and I go and do a little bit of vacuuming on my own. It's an automatic car wash, and the vacuuming and all the rest of that stuff where you pimp out the tires and that is off to the side. So I'm over there, and the guy in the truck pulls over, and he comes over and he goes, "Coach!" And his name is Michael. Michael he's just beaming from ear to ear. Between 5'6" and 5'8". I call it whipcord lean. Not weak, but not bulky. But I would say that young man is as hard as woodpecker lips, if you know what that means. So, and we just start talking, and he's telling me about his job and how he works in between both Midland and Odessa. The oil fields are out there, and the gas fields are out there, and how he's making money hand over fist and da 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 da. And then he tells me the best thing that ever happened to him is when this girl made fun of him about a year and a half ago. And he ended up seeing her yesterday. And she's in the same place that she was, waiting tables. And at that point in time, he was enamored with her, and she told him he was, one, too short, and the other one is didn't have enough money for her to pay attention to him. So anyways, he said he went back there to see if she was still working there, and as a chagrin, he left her $100 bill as a tip. So anyways, it's just a really good story. He does something with oil rigs. Evidently, that I'm gonna look it up today, but evidently, I don't remember what person he called me or what job he has, but he is something about when they change pipes or something like that, or drilling or whatever it is. Anyways, but it was he looked very confident but not arrogant. He was well dressed but not overdressed. In the back of his truck, he was showing me he was finally to get. I guess there's a cowboy boot. I don't remember the name of it, but it's a good thing. He showed me his, and then he had these hard-toed, steel-toed work boots. Anyway, just he kind of, because of his size, he has a pretty good sized truck, and I think it's like, it's a dinosaur, a raptor. I think it's called a raptor, and it is tricked out. Anyway, so he was. I just clicked on the computer on me, but it was just really nice to see a really good story. And he said he used a lot of instead of feeling sorry for himself, he used a lot of the things that people were telling him that he couldn't do and he wasn't going to be successful as motivation. And more like he said, instead of I'll show you, he said, I'm going to show myself that I can do better than this. So that was just very nice. He plans on traveling but I mean traveling for work, and I guess that's a big deal now. Once you get like into the society, or I don't know if they have a union or anything like that, but once you have a good reputation for being a decent human being, showing up on time, which is 15 minutes early, showing up on time is being 15 minutes early, and dressed properly, ready to go to work. Not, anyways. And just to see him, he just was young man. Had he showed me his bank account. He had 6 figures in savings. I mean, he said not that he needs to, but sometimes he'll stay at the site. Hey, it don't fucking matter about that. He was just happy. I was very happy for him. Happy for any of you guys that make it out of there. And there is light at the end of the tunnel. The light at the end of the tunnel is not always a train coming the other way. Again, shout out to the tradesmen, and the tradesmen, in my opinion, include professional drivers at whatever grade. But it's not as bad as people are trying to make it out to be, and it's not as good as people try to make it out to be. It's just somewhere in between. And I truly still believe that if you're willing to do the work, you're going to be successful. And the only thing we sat down and talked about, because I bought him lunch, which he was very, very sheepish about letting me buy him lunch. There's a place called down here called Weck, W-E-C-K. I always call it Rex, and they get mad at me. It's great coffee in there. Good breakfast. I don't think that's a word. Good breakfast. Anyways, we had a great time talking, and I just asked him about his career, because he's in a career phase. I asked him, is he planning for retirement, and is he saving money, and this and that, and he was laughing, and yes. Anyways, but it was just nice. It was really nice because it was a good story. Not everybody's tall, not everybody's athletic, and sometimes you get, but to be able to persevere despite all the people telling you what you can't do. It was a great story. It made me feel really good, so I figured I'd share it with you guys. Love you guys. Stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can, and if you can't, you can take care of yourselves. I recommend the trades. I'm asking you, because of what I think is coming, please stay out of the military. All right? Now, you want to work for the industrial complex, okay? But if they're not storming the shores of the East Coast, border with Canada, or the border with Mexico, if they're not coming across that way, it's just not worth it. People have no problem starting a war and asking you to fight for it while they go back and make money. I don't know what just happened to my voice, but I got the frog out. Again, love you guys like a Ford and G-string. From West Texas, El Paso. I'm out of here. It's not all bad news. Bye-bye.